between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bulldogs offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. And the Bulldogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Beck. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
So Missouri's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to throw on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, running up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over. We're going to see many more battles as this game goes on.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
The give to the tailback. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. The Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Beck. Punts it out of the air. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Now the connection takes it to the 11. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. It's caught. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. From the gun. Give on the inside. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just
all out of space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. Slithers into space. Open field on the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy, but no.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
And there he goes. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive things.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Finds his tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. And the Dogs are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Just keep slinging it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to run it. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Georgia lining up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, or get us some points?
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you're playing the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field. All the speed on the field for that punt coverage team. And you can tell they caught up with them and forced the fumble.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Hogs it downfield. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his man. It's Hayes. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Wants to return it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one? Elite backs in football, racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Going to the run to start this second half. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Zings it complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And the Bulldogs are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Got the 1st down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. first and 10 from their own 13. The toss sweep to the right. Running to Green. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A first and 10 for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finding open areas. Turning on the Jets. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it and fires to the left. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll give it to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Past the sticks, and he may get more.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so steep.
Oh, he dropped it! That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the point.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. So Missouri will have to punt it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
To the air, it's Reed. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Branch. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
Gonna look downfield again. That's caught. It's Branch.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Back to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Penn. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Branch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
That's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of ends.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
That's caught. It's Coleman. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They built a cushion. They built the lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Back to pass. It's Reed. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking for the goal line. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. They'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays.
Scores on the sneak. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll keep it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Hayes. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll run it from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it on the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chunking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Turning it on. Past the 10. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the Sunday. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.